Will Middlesbrough progress to the FA Cup semi-final at the expense of another Premier League side, or will Chelsea get the job done in North Yorkshire? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the match that will be taking place tomorrow evening at the Riverside Stadium in the FA Cup quarter-final between Middlesbrough and Chelsea, with kickoff at 5:15 PM UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I'll run you through the team news that concerns the Chelsea first team. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news that I will be giving you guys very shortly, and lastly I'll be giving you guys my score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we shall kick this preview off by taking a look at the Chelsea team news, and in this preview I have two pieces of information for you guys in regards to the Chelsea first team. And the first one concerns Andreas Christensen, and this story explains that he is a major doubt after having to go off against Lille on Wednesday due to injury. And to be honest, I would not be surprised at all if he isn't able to play in tomorrow's FA Cup quarter-final, because that did look pretty serious, and hopefully he recovers soon, because this is the last thing we need. But yes, this is the first story for you guys. The second and final story that concerns the Chelsea first team, which concerns Reece James and Callum Hudson-Odoi, explains that they're both doubtful ahead of kickoff, and also explains that this game could come too soon for the pair of them. Reece James does have a muscle problem, and Callum Hudson-Odoi does have an Achilles problem, and they are injuries or problems that do not go away straight away. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't feature in tomorrow's game either. But yes, that is it for the Chelsea team news, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what I have to do here. And that is it for the team news, and we shall now move on to my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. Let's do it. Now I am going to run you through my lineup, and yes, we're going to begin by talking about the formation that I've chosen. And in the case of this lineup, I've chosen to go with 3-4-3 because it has been used by us to great effect in a lot of our recent games. Yes, we have used different formations in some of our recent games, but we have used the 3-4-3 to great effect in a lot of our recent games, so that's why I've chosen to go with it. Now, in terms of the personnel that I've decided to go with, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, this was a difficult choice to make because Kepa does normally start cup games along with Marcus Bettinelli, but for me, I think that we need to field the strongest lineup possible, so for that reason, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal. Now, in terms of my back three, I've gone with Malang Sarr in the right centre back position, not the right back position. I've gone with Malang Sarr in this position because he has been decent recently, and Trevor Chalobah has been making some errors defensively, so I think he needs to sit this one out. If Trevor Chalobah does start and he puts in a really good performance, which I wouldn't be surprised if he did, then I'd be very happy. But if Trevor Chalobah does start, then he needs to not make the mistakes he's been making recently, because honestly, you get the idea. But yes, I've gone with Malang Sarr because he has been decent whenever he's played recently. Yes, he has been playing in a vast array of positions, but I think that he has been pretty good for us this season, and I think he does deserve to play. So that's why I've gone with him in the right centre-back position. In the centre of my back three, I've gone with Mr. Thiago Silva. We don't really have anyone else at the moment who can play there. Yes, Andreas Christensen can play there, but he is a major doubt, so that's why I've gone with Thiago Silva. And we all know that Thiago Silva can do a job, and that's why I've gone with him in this position. Now, to complete my back three, I've gone with Antonio Rudiger, and we all know what qualities he possesses. And I think that against Middlesbrough, we will definitely need someone of his quality in the game, because Middlesbrough, they will come with a game plan that they will do their very best to stick to throughout the entire game and make it hard for us to get past them by doing so. So that's why I've gone with Antonio Rudiger in the left centre back position, and that of course completes my back three. We shall now move into the midfield four, and of course I'm including the two wing backs. And yes, in the right wing back position, I've gone with Cesar Azpilicueta. He's our captain. He had a really good game against Lille. He got the man of the match award, if I'm not mistaken, and he got a goal. And I think that we will need his leadership qualities as well as his qualities on and off the ball. So that's why I've gone with him in this position. In terms of my central midfield pairing, I've gone with N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic because of the very fact that Middlesbrough do play with a lot of energy, and I think that this midfield pairing will help us stop them from doing so. So that's why I've gone with them two in midfield or in my central midfield pairing. And now to complete my midfield four, I've gone with Marcos Alonso in the left wing back position. Yes, he did get caught out a couple of times against Lille, but we don't really have anyone else who can play there, or maybe Kennedy can play there, but I don't think this is a game for us to experiment with our lineup. But having said that, if Thomas Tuchel does end up doing that and it works, then I'll have to hold my hands up. But I've gone with Marcos Alonso because we all know that he can do a job on his day. But yes, that's my midfield four, and we shall now move into the final part of my lineup, which is of course my front three. And in the right forward position, I've gone with Mason Mount. I think that we will need him in the forward line because of his pressing ability and his energy and his ability to shoot from distance, as well as his ability to combine with other players. I think, yes, when he came on against Lille, he showed what he can do, and I have to mention that because he hasn't really been at his best in recent weeks, but I do believe that he does need to play in tomorrow's game, so that's why I've gone with him in the right forward position. Up front, it's only right that I go with Kai Havertz because he's been in electric form recently. He's been scoring some really good goals, and he has been getting a couple of assists as well, if I'm not mistaken, that is. But yes, I say that because I'm not one to really look at stats like that. But yes, I've gone with Kai Havertz up front. He has been really good recently. Yes, he didn't really um, he didn't score against Lille in the second leg, but I still thought that he had a decent game. He he has been really good in some of our other recent games as well. I thought he was our best player against Newcastle, and um, he did try his best against Lille. It just wasn't to be for him in terms of scoring. But yes, Kai Havertz does deserve to start up front for me, and I really do hope what I said made sense. But now to complete my lineup, I've gone with Christian Pulisic in the left forward position, and I think that he does deserve to play because he has been building on. Um, he has been getting into good form recently. He scored a really good goal against Lille, an important goal against Lille as well. And I have to say that it was a really good goal, and I thought he had a good game as well. He also scored a really good goal against Burnley. Well, I say really good goal. It was pretty much a priceless goal, but I say priceless. I mean, it was pretty much a gift of a goal, but a goal's a goal, and that did kickstart the run of form that he is on now. So I think he does deserve to play purely because of the fact that we do need our attacking players to be consistent or be more consistent. So for that reason, I've gone with Christian Pulisic in the left forward position, and that of course completes my lineup. Please, guys, do drop your lineups down below. I'll do my very best to respond. And yes, I will be giving you guys a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the personnel that I've chosen for my lineup right now. Let's move on. Now, in terms of my score prediction, I have chosen to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win because I do believe that Middlesbrough definitely have what it takes to score, and I would be very silly to think otherwise. And I also believe that we have what it takes to go to the Riverside Stadium and get the job done. But let's be honest, this will definitely not be an easy game, and I'd be very silly to think otherwise, because Middlesbrough have knocked out Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur on their way to this stage of the competition. So I really do expect a difficult game, and I'm sure the players will know who they faced before um, before this stage of the FA Cup. So for that reason, I expect the players to turn up, and that is the minimum requirement. Um, Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset, given that Middlesbrough have knocked out Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. And the reason why I'm emphasising this is because Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur do have quite a lot of FA Cups in their trophy cabinet. But yes, Middlesbrough do have what it takes to upset us, and that is just another reason as to why we need to turn up. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get the job done. I really want to see us. I really want to see us win this competition, especially after the fact that we've lost the two finals, or especially with the fact that we've lost the last two FA Cup finals. I hope that made sense. But yes, hopefully we get the job done. That's why I've gone over 2-1 Chelsea win. Do drop your score predictions down below, and I'll do my very best to respond. I'll see you very soon. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. Come on, you Blues, and peace.